How does a company on the verge of total collapse become a global titan? In 1950, Toyota Motor Company was staring into the abyss of bankruptcy. Production lines had ground to a halt, its finances were in ruins, its workforce was facing devastating layoffs. The dream of building cars for the people of Japan, born from the ashes of war, seemed destined to become another casualty of a nation's struggle to rebuild. Japan itself was a country grappling with immense economic hardship, its industrial heart shattered, and its future uncertain. Against this bleak backdrop, Toyota's crisis was not just a corporate failure, it was a microcosm of a nation's fight for survival, and its desperate search for a new way forward. This is not merely a story about manufacturing cars. The story of Toyota does not begin with a car, but with thread. It begins with a man named Sakichi Toyoda, a brilliant inventor who revolutionized Japan's textile industry. Sakichi was obsessed with efficiency and eliminating waste. His most famous invention, the Toyota Type G automatic loom, was a marvel of engineering. It could automatically stop itself if a thread broke, preventing defective cloth and letting one worker oversee dozens of machines. This principle, Jidoka, automation with a human touch, became a Toyota cornerstone, building quality into the process. Sakichi instilled his values in his son, Kiichiro Toyota. His father's world, looms. His father's world, textiles. Kiichiro's fascination, the internal combustion engine. Kiichiro's fascination, the burgeoning automobile industry. He saw cars' potential to transform Japan, to mobilize its people, and to power its economy. By 1950, Kiichiro Toyota's dream was on the verge of shattering. The post-war Japanese economy was in a state of hyperinflation and turmoil. Consumer demand had evaporated. Toyota was producing only a few hundred trucks a month. It faced a crippling surplus of inventory. It faced a mountain of debt. The banks refused to extend further credit. The company couldn't pay its workers. The company couldn't pay its suppliers. Bankruptcy was an imminent reality. The production lines fell silent for the first time. A sense of despair settled over the company. Management faced an impossible choice. To secure a rescue loan, they had to restructure. They separated sales from manufacturing. They laid off nearly 2,000 workers from 8,000. The decision shattered the family-like culture and lifetime employment ideal. Kiichiro Toyoda resigned. His entire executive team resigned with him. The period became a defining, painful moment. With the mandate to survive and the inability to compete on scale, Eiji Toyoda and Taiichi Ono began to fundamentally rethink manufacturing. Their journey led them to develop what would become known as the Toyota Production System. It stood in stark contrast to the mass production methods of Henry Ford, where Ford's system was built on creating massive batches of identical parts to achieve economies of scale. Ono saw this as a source of immense waste. Waste of inventory, waste of space, and waste of capital. His goal was to eliminate waste in all its forms. This relentless focus on waste, or muda in Japanese, became the central obsession of TPS. The 7 wastes, a clear diagram with icons, overproduction, waiting time, unnecessary transport, overprocessing excess inventory, unnecessary motion defects. He and his team systematically analyzed every step of the production process, from the stamping of a fender to the installation of an engine, searching for any activity that did not add value for the customer. Their new system was designed to make waste immediately visible, so it could be relentlessly attacked and eliminated by the people doing the work. One of the most radical ideas within TPS was Kaizen, continuous improvement. This was not a top-down initiative dictated by managers in distant offices. Instead, it was a bottom-up philosophy that empowered every single worker to be a quality inspector and an innovation agent. Having stabilized its operations, perfected its production system in Japan, Toyota set its sights on the United States. The company's initial foray in the late 1950s was a humbling failure. The first car it exported, the Toyopet Crown, was underpowered, overpriced, and ill-suited for American highways. It was a harsh but valuable lesson. Toyota learned that it could not simply sell its domestic products abroad. It had to study the market, understand the customer, and design cars that met their specific needs. The company retreated, regrouped, and prepared for a more strategic second attempt. The real breakthrough came in the mid-1960s with the introduction of the Toyota Corolla. It was the antithesis of the large, gas-guzzling sedans that dominated American roads. The Corolla was small, affordable, reliable, and incredibly fuel-efficient. It did not immediately win over mainstream buyers, but it found a loyal niche of consumers who valued practicality and economy. Then, in 1973, the OPEC oil embargo caused gasoline prices to skyrocket. Long lines at gas stations sent American consumers into a panic. Suddenly, Toyota's fuel-sipping cars looked like a necessity. Demand for the Corolla and other small Toyota models exploded almost overnight. Toyota's global empire was not built on a single product, but on a portfolio of vehicles that each became an icon in its own right, cementing the brand's reputation for quality, durability, and value. The undisputed cornerstone of this empire was the Toyota Corolla. Introduced in 1966, it became the world's best-selling car by embodying the Toyota philosophy. It was simple, dependable, affordable to own, and relentlessly practical. For millions of families around the globe, the Corolla was more than just a car. It was a trusted member of the family, a reliable partner for daily life that simply refused to quit. Its success was a testament to the power of getting the fundamentals right. As Toyota's customers grew older and more affluent, the company grew with them. In the 1980s, it introduced the Toyota Camry, a larger, more comfortable family sedan that brought Toyota's legendary reliability to the fiercely competitive midsize market. The Camry quickly became a dominant force, particularly in the United States, where it has been one of the best-selling passenger cars for decades. It offered a smooth ride, a spacious interior, and the peace of mind that came with the Toyota badge. It was the sensible, logical choice for millions, a vehicle that delivered on its promises without drama or fuss, further solidifying Toyota's image as the builder of rational, trustworthy automobiles. But Toyota's reputation was not built solely on sensible sedans. The Toyota Land Cruiser, with its roots as a military-style vehicle in the 1950s, evolved into the undisputed king of off-road durability. From the Australian outback to the African savanna, the Land Cruiser became the go-to vehicle for explorers. By the 1990s, Toyota was a dominant force in the global automotive industry. It could have rested on its laurels, content to continue producing its best-selling gasoline-powered cars. Instead, a group of engineers within the company began working on a secret, high-stakes project codenamed G21, a car for the 21st century. Their goal was audacious: to create a vehicle that would dramatically increase fuel efficiency and reduce emissions, anticipating a future of stricter environmental regulations and higher energy costs. The result of this gamble was the Toyota Prius, the world's first mass-produced hybrid vehicle, launched in Japan in 1997. The Prius was a technological marvel. It seamlessly blended a small, efficient gasoline engine electric motor, a sophisticated battery pack. Its complex computer system could switch between gasoline power, electric power, or a combination of both to maximize fuel economy. In its early days, the car was a curiosity, and many industry rivals dismissed hybrid technology as a costly, overly complex niche that would never gain mainstream acceptance. They saw it as a science experiment, not a viable business. But Toyota persisted. Toyota's bet paid off spectacularly. As environmental awareness grew and gasoline prices fluctuated throughout the 2000s, the distinctive silhouette of the Prius became a common sight on roads around the world. It became a symbol of environmental consciousness, a rolling statement of a driver's commitment to sustainability. From the brink of bankruptcy in 1950 to its status as a global automotive behemoth, Toyota's journey is a powerful lesson in resilience, humility, the power of a clear philosophy. The company's rise was not the result of a single brilliant leader or a single breakthrough product. It was the outcome of a deeply ingrained culture, the Toyota Way, built upon the twin pillars of continuous improvement, respect for people. It demonstrates that monumental success can be achieved through the patient accumulation of countless small, intelligent steps, rather than through risky, earth-shattering leaps. The principles of the Toyota production system, the relentless elimination of waste, the empowerment of workers, the obsession with building quality into the process, did more than just revolutionize car manufacturing. They provided a new blueprint for operational excellence that has been studied and adopted by industries far beyond the automotive world. Healthcare software development. The story of Toyota proves that a company's greatest asset is not its machinery, its capital, but the collective intelligence and commitment of its people, all working together toward a common goal of making things better. Today, Toyota stands at another crossroads. The automotive industry is undergoing its most profound transformation in a century,